Hey guys, it's Kamikaze Guy with his Christmas haul. And because it's Christmas in a couple of days. I'll try to be quick in this one because there's quite a few to get through. A bit more than my last haul actually. So I know you've all got lots of pie eating and mead drinking to get on with. So I'll crack on with my pull list from Ace Comics. So far I've had 3 lots from them so far. They've all been really good. They've arrived within 2 days of actually ordering them. Excellent. And this time they included a nice little calendar. Marvel All New Now, Marvel Now calendar. What's that? That's May. Particular favourite month of mine because it's my birthday in there somewhere. That was unexpected. Inhuman one. Okay. So from Ace Comics I got Fantastic Four 15, which is picking up the last couple of issues with the whole Doom and Annihilus and Kang team up storyline. I suppose by the time it gets really good they'll reboot it again next year. But I'm glad it's picked up after the last umpteen issues because it was very meh. Okay, next up, Superior Venom, pretty much. Yeah, really liking it. Quickly sum up. Yeah, I want it to come back at some point, but I'm in no hurry at the moment because this is still pretty good. This Sherlock Holmes Moriarty Lives, issue 1 from Dynamite. Know nothing about this besides the fact that I'm holding it in my hand, but I'm a big Sherlock fan. Looking forward to the new series on January the 1st. I'm looking forward to reading that as well. I have Saga 17. I'm not sure if I've got Saga 16 now. And now I've got issue 3 the other day. I can read up to issue 5 because I'm still missing 6 and 9. But I'm still hearing good things. Looking forward to reading that over the break. Rocketeer, this is the latest one, Rocketeer Spirit issue 4, the last issue of this particular storyline. I presume there's going to be another mini adventure story after this, but I don't know what. Yeah, still good, fun stories from the Rocketeer. Artwork's a bit more cartoony now. I wish they'd attempt a bit more of a Dave Stevens look, but I'm still enjoying it. Can't really go wrong with the Rocketeer. Next, East of West, another fantastic story. I'm going to have to read 6 and 7 again just to remind myself where I am in the story because it seems like ages since I've read issue 7. But yeah, really liking it. He's whizzing through these. Right, Inhumanity Awakening. I've read Inhumanity 1 and the Avengers Assemble tie-in. I'm really liking the potential with where the story could go because it could go in so many different ways. Because it's about people. It's not about a big armada coming to blow them all up like Infinity was. This has hopefully and very probably got lots of kind of human dilemma problems in it, rather than just because there's no real bad guys in it so far. It's all about what do we do with so many affected humans around the world. So yeah, lots of potential for some decent conflict and some emotional drama. Oh yeah, then there's Avengers AI, the Inhumanity tie-in. I'm kind of liking it so far. I'm not sure if I'll go much past it once Inhumanity finishes. We'll see. Because so far I'm only picking up 4 of the tie-ins. Let's see, I'll do these in one go. I had point 1 in the last haul, so you got Amazing Spider-Man point 2, 3, 4 and 5. Point 1 was okay, but it was more like a massive first chapter to a story. There wasn't much in it, and so I suppose it's just all one big story. I suppose I'll find out once I read them. But I'm liking the covers. They feel quite traditional, very in the 600s type of early 600s type of covers. I've no idea who did all that, but that's a really good one. I don't know who. Buccellati? I don't know. There was different names in every issue, so I don't know. Don't know who the artists are, but the covers look good. And from last up from Ace Comics, Itty Bitty Hellboy Volume 5, which Junior gets, but I read as well because they're funny. Right, so that's my pull list. Next up is, what is this? This is my eBay haul. Not much from eBay in the sense of different people, but quite a few comics. Got these 3 from the same guy. Rocketeer Adventures 2 Volume number 4 cover A, wanting this one for A. I prefer just cover A because there's so many variants on this. Just stick with the first covers, but couldn't get it. Or if I had to get it, it would be from America, it would be ridiculous postage. So in the end, I settled for, I think, cover B. Typically, the week after I get it, someone sells cover A. But it's only £1, so I wanted cover A over cover B, so I've got that. They also had, from the same seller, Thor number 8, God Bomb Part 2. I got the last part of God Bomb in a grab bag, and I got issue 1 from the Oktoberfest's free comic book day thing. And I really like that, so I want to just fill in the gaps between 1 and 11, I think it is. So I'll pick that one as well. And then also I picked up Daredevil basically just for the hell of it. Right, I've also got Superman 16. I know a lot of people don't like this one of Superman. Stories are a bit, yeah, they have been. The annuals have been terrible. But Junior Bar has these, so I'm picking up the back issues for him, which just leaves issue 13 to get now, then he'll be up to date. For some reason, issue 13 is horrendously expensive. And I've looked at the storyline and it doesn't seem to be anything special about it, so I don't know why that is, but he's content to wait for that. I also picked him up Red Lanterns issue 1. He's missing a fair few of those, so I'll catch up with those once we've got all of them. If you watched my last haul, you would have noticed I picked up quite a few Volume 1 Novas and a nice big bargain. Well, I managed to get another big chunk. I was quite lucky with these. I got, they said like almost all the ones I wanted for 99p, and I managed to get maybe half of them from between 1 and 2 quid. But he came back with second chance offers for all the ones I didn't get because he had more than one copy. So let's go for the ones I got. Issue 2, 11 with the Sphinx, which I can't remember the last time I read the Sphinx. Fantastic Four thing. Number 13, number 15 with Spider-Man, Hulk and Captain America. I don't know if it's an Avengers tie. Oh, Iron Man's there as well. What's that? Number 16. Number 18, is that the Green Goblin? I'm not quite sure. Nightmares or something, I don't know. Nick Fury. 19. Some guy with discs stuck to his feet. He looks like a Black Flash, but probably isn't. Don't know who that is. Number 20. I don't know. 21. Look at my lovely wavy 80s hair. Or is it, I think it's still 70s by the I don't know. That was 78. My 80s, my 70s hair. Anyway, moving on. I keep thinking it's a Flash at first glance, but obviously not. Maybe it's the comet could be right. It's issue 22, 23. Have a brain in a jar type bad guy. Issue 24. Oh, there's a familiar type pose for a comic cover. Nothing like X-Men 100 at all, is it? 24 that is. The last issue, Nova 25. This leaves me to get just issue 1 and 17. 17 of which I've already ordered from Mile High Comics because I got a credit note from them. So that just leaves number 1 to get at some point. Right, my last batch is another load from Cash Converters, which, as you may or may not have known from previous videos, they do odd. A bit like the shop that Mark and Adam, my better one, go to pick up these random issues. My little Cash Converters have started doing comics as well. Again, it's just really random issues. I missed the chance of getting a load of Invisibles from them. They seem to replace them on a semi-regular basis with new stuff, so I go in every now and again. My last visit, Junior saw these first, so he got them. Spider-Man Marvel Knights, 1, 2 and 3. All of these are for, I think, £1. Can't go wrong at £1. You also got Red Lantern 4, Red Lantern 5. You can usually find small runs or numbers that are quite close together, which is nice. And number 7. Whether that means someone's already bought number 6, I don't know. But he needed those, so I bought one. And also found these. Never seen these before, but it's Superman's, so he wanted them. It's Superman Metropolis, number 7. Jimmy Olsen, Superman's pal. Jimmy Olsen's a bit of a dick in New 52 Superman. And then number 12, which is I think the last in this series. But it turns out it's more of a Jimmy Olsen serial than it is, or title than it is Superman. But he likes it. And the last few I picked up from there a few days ago for me. And I managed to get 5 of the 7 of this, and it's Marvel Knights Deathlock the Demolisher. I'm sure I've read Deathlock before. I keep getting this feeling it was in some early Marvel thing, Marvel UK thing, like Doctor Who Weekly or Monthly, but I can't remember. But I'm sure I read him way back in some Marvel UK title. So, just out of interest, what did I pick up these? I managed to, they had issue 3 of 7. Just throw them over there. Issue 4 of 7. So I'd never seen this before, but I knew of Deathlock. I'm pretty sure I'd read of him before, so nothing to lose by picking him up. So that's 5 of 7. 6 of 7. And 7 of 7. Whether it be hard or easy to get issues 1 and 2 remains to be seen. I've not actually looked yet. But that looks interesting. And the last 2 things I bought were, I don't know, you can't call them graphic novels, I think they're like the Prestige, the thicker card covers and a bit of a straight spine. I got 2. The comics and cash converters are like £1 each, but these being the thicker ones, these are $2.99, but they're, you know, I think unread condition almost, look like. And they're $2.99, so I thought, well, yeah, okay. This is, what is this? This is Vertigo Resurrected. Whether that's an umbrella title, I don't know, but it's the Sandman Presents Petrovax. I don't know anything about this. I only bought it really because I'm kind of into Sandman at the moment. Got some of the original run and some of Sandman Mystery Theatre. And I bought the new Overture one, which was just weird as hell. Teeth for eyes. Freaky stuff, but very enjoyable. So I'm looking forward to reading that and seeing how connected it is to Sandman. Right. And the last one is DC Comics, a one-shot, presents, New 52 presents The Dark. First issues of the dark side of DC Comics. Initially I thought it was like, where it says Justice League Dark, you've got Animal Man Dark or Vampire Dark, and it was all linked that way, but no, I think it's just comics that are dark in tone, and they've just cobbled all the first issues together. So you've got Justice League Dark #1, Animal Man #1, and I Vampire Swamp Thing. All of which I've heard various people generally raving about. This will be the first time I've read any of these. So again, I think prestige format. Looks pretty much unread. But it confused me because they don't have the first, like the cover inside of each issue. You've got to go a few pages in. Then you get the title, and then a few pages in, there was Animal Man, and I was thinking, well, that's Justice League. But there's adverts for other issues like Catwoman, I think, or Deathstroke. Got me really confused with what I was actually reading. Until I realised they just put extra covers in as adverts. So this must come out at the beginning of the New 52. Probably thinking that these titles wouldn't necessarily sell that well on their own, so they did this compendium type thing. But I thought, you know, I've never read any of those before, so it's a good way to dip your toe in the water. That's the dark side of DC Comics. No, the dark side of DC Comics is fucking up the universe every couple of years. That's the dark side of Marvel Comics, is cancelling the series and starting it again and putting the price up. Absolute bastards. Well, that's my Christmas haul. I hope you all have a good Christmas and a good New Year, and you get lots of comics for your presents. But that never happens. You never really get what you want, because you never think of what you want till afterwards, and you think, damn it, should have asked for that. Like slippers. But hope you all enjoy the holidays, and we'll see you in the new year. Bye.